Hello guys, welcome once again to another edition of my video. Today we are going to be talking about behaviors that will destroy your relationship. Now, at the initial stage of every relationship, the man is thrilled with the thought of chasing the woman of his dream, and the lady on the other hand is also thrilled by the fact that she appears attractive to someone, she appears appealing to someone is in need of her, someone wants her, someone wants to have her. Now, these things actually makes the chase very sweet at the beginning. It makes the romance very sweet. Now, what the guy does is every single thing possible to impress her. She on her own part tries to be at her best all the time, so she could still remain relevant and appealing to the man who is chasing her. Now, at some point, we tend to lose it. We lose it. And when we do, we exhibit attributes, characters that actually destroys this relationship. Now, without wasting much time, we're going to go straight into some of these behaviors that actually destroys our relationship. The first is very important, but I am taking the most important one for the last. So, you know what to do. Stay with me. The first is allowing your emotions to take over you, especially in the midst of an argument. Yes, in other words, you reacting emotionally all the time. It can actually destroy your relationship because in the moment of anger, you can actually say things that you're going to regret at the end of the day. So most times, it's best you don't act when you're angry. It's best you just keep quiet, take a step or two backwards and analyze the situation, and then you can speak. If you must speak in that moment, take some time off. But then it's advisable that you walk out of the situation and then you come back and address the issue later. But by later, I mean don't allow it to take too long before you start keeping malice unconsciously with each other. Number two is jealousy. Yes, someone will say that we were created in the image of God and God is jealous. In the first commandment, he said, do not serve any other God but me. That's him, not me, definitely, because I'm nobody before him. All right, do not serve any other person but him, meaning what? He doesn't like sharing. He doesn't like sharing. As such, we were created in his image and likeness. Image and likeness, that's in everything. Okay, so it simply means jealousy is part of us. But then allowing this jealousy to get the better part of you can actually destroy your relationship. That simply means holding on too tight to someone that you don't want them or give them space to breathe. See jealousy as holding on to sand. The harder you squeeze, the more you lose it. The harder you squeeze, the more you lose it, right? So don't hold on too tight to people and give them their freedom, give them air, allow them to breathe. Jealousy is a relationship killer. Number three is trying to be perfect. We are not perfect. Yes, we are created in the image and likeness of God, but we are not perfect. We cannot be perfect, no matter how hard you try. I am not saying that you shouldn't take step and attempt towards growing and becoming a better you. But what I'm saying is, don't try to be perfect. It is normal, it is allowed, it's allowed to be the imperfect one. You're allowed to be inconvenienced. You're allowed to do wrong at certain points. But at the same time, you are allowed to do to take your corrections, move ahead, shrug it off, and yeah, that was the best I could do at that point in time, but I can do better later in the future. And you move ahead. Number four is codependence. Codependence. It simply means both of you being dependent on the other person. Before that particular person came into your life, you had a life. You had a purpose. You had things you were doing with your life. Now, when it gets to a point whereby you cannot do anything without the other person, you can't make certain decisions for yourself, that's a problem. When such problems occur, you don't blame it on the other person. Blame it on yourself, and you take your corrections and move on. Moving on doesn't mean you separate. Move on simply means you discipline yourself, take care of yourself, go back to your life and be the person you want to be. Because it is that person you want to be, you were trying to be the person you were, that actually attracted your partner. So you need to be that person. You need to be you. So don't depend on the other person for anything whatsoever, be it physical attractions or touches or emotional or even financial dependence. Don't depend on the other person. Number 5 is secrecy, hiding things from the other person. If you are in a relationship where you need to hide things, then there's a big problem. I've heard of some people in my years of counseling saying that they don't feel comfortable talking with him, I don't feel comfortable talking with her, and that's the essence of why some people have besties. Like, bestie, I don't understand. Now, if your partner is not your bestie, is not your confidant, someone you can talk to, someone you can rely on, then why is he or she your partner? No matter what it is, you owe it to yourself to be transparent in your relationship. Not for any reason whatsoever, but because you on your own part, you need that transparent environment. You need that atmosphere to breathe and to live. Honesty is still the best policy. No secrecy, no hiding of things from the other person. Because the moment you start hiding, you start lying. And the moment you start telling a lie, you will need more lies to cover up just one lie. And that's how the chain continues. And the moment you break trust with lies and secrecy, you break the relationship. Number 5, hiding things from your partner. It's going to destroy your relationship. 6 is taking each other for granted. Like I said at the introduction, at the beginning, the chase, the thrill, everything is very, very interesting. You feel so important because you feel attractive to someone. You feel that someone is attracted to you. You feel someone is what? In need of you. You appear appealing to this person. But at some point, you feel like, oh, both of you've been there together. Instead of recreating your relationship, instead of modifying the relationship, instead of doing things that you used to do that attracted the other person, you stop doing it, and you just feel like, oh, this person will always be there, and as such, you take them for granted. The things that you're supposed to do, like appreciating them or tendering apologies, you don't do that because you feel they will always be there. Taking people for granted is very bad. Nobody wants to be taken for granted. And at this point, I'd like to let you know that the person you have in your life are a blessing, and you need to treat them well to keep them in your life. They all have different contributions they needed to make in your life. So, that lady in your life, that man in your life is a blessing. Treat him well, okay? Treat him well and keep him. Do everything possible to keep him while being yourself. Number 7 is not watering the relationship. Like I said before, you have been able to build the relationship, yes, but you need to water it to sustain it. By watering it, I mean you doing something to keep the relationship, going out of your way to do something for the other person. When was the last time you did something for the other person? something tangible, something reasonable. When was the last time you say, oh, let me do this thing? I don't want to lose this relationship. I love it, and this will help me to sustain it. Doing something to keep the relationship and doing something for the other person. Watering your relationship. You keep renewing it, you keep watering it. That's how you sustain it. And if you don't do that, forget it. The relationship will be destroyed. That number 7 is not altering your appreciation. Your partner does something for you, something very good, and you can say thank you. You can appreciate them. Why? You feel entitled. Oh, yes, he's my boyfriend, he's my man, he's supposed to do this for me. You feel entitled and you don't tender appreciation. She appears very beautiful, she changes her hair, her nail do, and you notice it, yes, but you don't say anything, no compliments. She prepares meal for you, you don't say thank you. This meal is sweet. If there's anything, you don't say it. You don't appreciate her for her outing, her outfit, her dressing, and everything. You just don't do that. You keep it to yourself, which more like taking the other person for granted. Yeah, you feel they will always be there. No, not everybody will always be there. And nobody will always be there. You have to consciously do things to keep your relationship. They want to hear it. In your mind, 2 months ago, you said, "You're beautiful, my lady. You're the most pretty thing I've ever set my eyes on." Yeah, you said it 2 months ago. She wants to hear it again. Keep appreciating her. Keep doing that. Keep appreciating her. Right? Now, number 9 is not being respectful. Not being respectful. Yes. In the midst of an argument, no matter what, always try to respect your partner. Respect is reciprocal. Yes, I know. You have to give it to get it. Some people just feel like, oh, they should respect you because you're older than them. They should respect you because you did this for them. No. Do you in turn respect them? You only get what you give. So, no matter the situation, no matter what, always respect your partner. Always respect your partner. Now, if you're not being respectful all the time, take note of that. Not being respectful all the time is a relationship killer. You're not treating your man as a king in your life, regardless of what he's offering you or not. And someone out there begins to appreciate him for everything that he is. You say it should not go away. You don't appreciate your lady. You don't respect her. You cheat on her and treat her like a piece of rag and shit. And somebody else comes along and starts appreciating her, and you're telling her not to go. Like I said, keeping the best for the last. Relationship killer. The last is not being romantic. No relationship can survive without romance. No relationship can survive without romance. Go out on dates. Take each other out for dates at random. Buy each other gifts. Some will tell you, I don't like flowers. Am I going to eat flowers? Everyone appreciates a romantic gesture. A gift as a sign of your love, randomly, not necessarily during your anniversary or birthdays or anything, would definitely be appreciated by anyone. Yes. Random dates, random outings. Take yourself to the movies, give yourself treats, have fun. Romance. If it's not there, the relationship will not survive. It will definitely die. Don't forget, this is the love surgeon saying, when it comes to matters of the heart, we all react differently. Alright, now thanks for watching this video. If you've learned anything from this video and you feel this video has helped you in any way, please click the subscribe button and turn on notification. You can also go to the comment section to do what? To drop your comments on what you think about this video. Now, if there is anything else that you think is a relationship killer, alright, or any behavior or attribute that destroys relationship that you think of, that you know of, that I have not mentioned in this video, please, I would like to learn from you. Drop it in the comment section. Don't forget to like the video also. Alright, thank you for watching. See you in the next video. Bye for now.